post high school. College is not the only option post high school. Welcome everybody and welcome back to my channel. Okay, and here are some things that you can do after high school, excluding college, because college is not the only option post high school. Okay, so let's get into this video. So I just graduated this year. I graduated a year early. I'm 17 and I've had a lot of I don't knows. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I still don't know what the frick I'm doing. It's just a journey, and you do have this like one little emotion, this one period of emotion where you're like, I really don't know what I'm going, like I just don't know what's going on. And I didn't have any questions because I didn't know what to ask about. I didn't know. I just didn't know. I really did. It wasn't even a thought in my head like who's going to pay for my tuition. I'm in community for a semester and I will transfer out come fall 2026, which is what I would have been doing fall 2026 because I was supposed to graduate May 2026. But I graduated a year early. I'm 17. And yeah. So first we're going to get into programs that maybe like 9 months, trade school programs, but we're going to get in programs. Penn Foster is a big one. They're having a deal right now where you could pay like a chunk, and I think it's like it could be as low as $59 a month. I haven't really looked into it too much. I do want to go into the program for event planning, like maybe a little while from now, probably like 6 months from now when I get another job that will pay for it. So for Penn Foster, you could be a pharmacy technician. The program is 4 months long. You can also join STEPFL, but STEPFL is not accredited. Penn Foster, I believe, is accredited. I know it's a college, but the program itself, I do think is accredited, and you do gain college credits, I believe. They also have billing, like billing and coding, medical, stuff like that, medical assistant, veterinary assistant, stuff like that. I really think you should go look on the website. They have a bunch of programs, a bunch of career diplomas that you can use, which will really be helpful for just like this little time period. I'm in a program set for being a pharmacy technician. I don't want to do it lifelong. I just want to do it for a little period to gain some more type of financial income. Plus, I don't want to work with blood. I thought that was nasty, so I just can't do it. Okay, an assistant paralegal, a sterile processing tech that's in the medical field as well. There's more. I only have a couple listed just in case you're like, girl, don't nobody want to do this shit. And before I found out about a pharmacy technician, I was like, girl, don't nobody want to do this shit. So they also have a phlebotomy. Yes, you draw blood. I couldn't do that, but people say they make money in bank. But don't go off of the thought of making money in bank. Okay, I feel like when it's working with people directly, well, pharmacy tech you still are, but I feel it's like with being like more like hands-on and stuff, well, more hands-on and the patient right there, that you have to pay attention to the patient and what you're doing. Pharmacy tech, you do deal more with like insurance, like, hey, this is for so-and-so, da, da, da. You refill prescription bottles. You do not prescribe anybody medication. You do not draw any blood. You do not do any medical counseling. However, it is a lot of medical terminology like sick colds, gastrointestinal diseases, treatment, generic and brand name medications, and you do have to memorize that because sometimes insurance will cover it or under the brand name, or they won't cover it under the brand name, because you know brands, you know, think of cereal, the brand name gonna change some more, charge some more, and that generic brand from Great Value or freaking Food Line is not. Okay, but it's all the same. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so there's digital media, and which is so crazy. I joined the program for STEPFL in early June, because I was like, ooh, let me kind of do this. I was kind of ready for it. I found out about it late, like mid-May. I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm just not finding out all this stuff because it's popping up on my free page. Thankful for TikTok. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And I found out about it, and it was so crazy. I was calling the University of Phoenix in April during my spring break, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do their digital media program anymore. I will still do their digital media program or somebody else's digital media program, because my major is business marketing and business administration, and I want to be in a field where I'm networking and talking to people like I like to talk. I really do, but I don't want to be I don't want to be writing up stuff. I don't want to be no accountant. I don't want to be nothing that I have to overly do with numbers. Either a PR manager, just something, or like giving like the creative director or like a commercial or something like that. I would like to do. So I would like to get that certificate because digital media is on the rise. It's a good certificate to get, I believe. and or you could get like an associate's. So it depends on what college you're looking for. I don't want no associate in digital marketing. I mean digital media. I'm trying to get it in go. Get it in go. I just want it on my resume as a thing I have knowledge about. Okay. So I think Harvard may offer it for free, but you do have to pay to have the certificate name, whatever. I don't know. Okay. You could be an event planner, which is a certificate I want to get from Penn Foster. Okay. Because I want to, you know, try planning the events. I feel like it would be so nice because I have a vision. I'm a visionary. I'm a visionary. When I have the money to get the stuff in my room, I want this nice wardrobe. And my theme for my room is black and silver, then white and gold. Okay. We're going to talk about that another time when I get my stuff. So, let me talk a little about it. You could be a Doug instructor. Okay, you may be like, I don't know who to go to become a Doug trainer, or just because you do, some jobs do prefer that, you know, apply on Indeed. It may not work a lot of the time, but it's legit. Okay, you could also be a dishwasher for like a nursing home. No certification for that, but the one I applied to, they was asking for crazy hours, and I was like, maybe I don't know all about that. I was still in school, and I said, So, yeah, I hope this is not too much rambling. I feel like I'm on point. A sterile processing. I'm pretty sure I've repeated these, but I also just want to reiterate it like it's there. A legal secretary, a brand ambassador. I think one thing would be really nice, like creative wise, is being a brand ambassador for a small brand. Even though that's something that will take time, like content creation and Twitch. Yeah, start on Twitch. I'm trying to start on Twitch my damn self, but baby, I don't know. I love playing Sims, and I'm playing Sims on Twitch, but it's like I don't play Sims every day, so it's never gonna be all that. Also look at my shorts. Ain't these cute? I got these matching with my best friend. Shout out to her. And yeah, these are some things you can do work-wise. Correctional officer. It doesn't have to be a career. You don't have to be in it forever. I want to try being a correctional officer. Get some money in my bank to pay for these other certifications, because you really have to remember, sometimes you have to be in an uncomfortable place, a place that you don't want to be in, to elevate in an area that needs some more help or guidance, such as financial. Clock it. So I would want to be a correctional officer when I turn 18 for maybe like 4 months, and just a bunch of overnights, not back to back, but overnights. I don't really like doing overnights because I like to see the rest of my day. Or I don't like working like where it's day and then I'm going in the night. So probably overnights, and pay for my stuff. Basically pay for my education, pay for my certificate programs. Stuff like that. Stuff like that will be helpful if you're post high school. Some of these are things you could be in forever. I mean, career-wise, you could make a career out of it, or some things you could be in to gain experience. Event planning for me, excuse me. Event planning and digital media for me is something I do want experience in, because my degree is business administration, and it's not something I probably won't. If I love it, I'll probably stay in it. But it is something I want to gain. You know, think of it as like a self-employed apprenticeship or a internship to gain, you know, experience on something that relates to your major, and that's my major. Okay, so trying to figure out how to make money while you're in college, I feel like, yeah, just stuff like this. Let me not tap the screen. Stuff like this will contribute and maybe give you a full-time job. Well, it will give you a full-time job, or you want to be part-time if they offer it. But you know, you have an option to be a full-time job that will actually make you some money while you're in college. So yes, these are some things you can do. You know, of course you can do HVAC technician, but for some programs it's like a year. Some of these are like 4 months on Penn Foster. Most of these I got it for Penn Foster. Okay, because they offer these. I don't know other places, because like I said, I'm still figuring this out as well. I'm trying to put you on a little bit so it saves you some shit. Of course you should, you know, figure some things out. I don't have a little uncomfortability, but not too much. So most of these are available on Penn Foster. All of these are programs, career diplomas on Penn Foster. Okay, except be the brand ambassador for a small business, but I do think you should try that. I think that would be really fun if you want to do like go more of a creative route. But that's what I have for you guys. Let me know if you want some other things, you know, what colleges you can go to that are low tuition, because yeah. And that's for my people that didn't do much in high school. No sports, no nothing, none of that. I did orchestra. You gonna see, babes. I don't even, okay, and I got an email talking about some join our band. Huh? I mean, ban. Baby, I ain't never did that before. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And thank you for receiving this information. So, see you later, you guys.